I no joke recorded like this entire video and then realized that my audio wasn't even running on my mic. So here's take two of literally last 30 minutes. This is so- Anyway, I just wanted to explain like this year, like my plans in depth and like actually kind of showing like what I'm going to be doing this year and like putting it out on something so I can actually reference it and go, this is a goal and I can actually follow through with it. In my last video, it kind of just made some very basic goals, but I kind of want to cover them more in depth here. So first off, me and Wes will be releasing songs on the 21st of every month. We figured that's a good day to just put out something every single month consistently. Last year we didn't put out a ton of music, so this year really we're going to be forcing ourselves to finish tracks, put things out, and be done with it. And on top of that, doing a lot of covers and remixes of things is something that we're really diving into this year. We're realizing that it's hard to trust somebody when you want to find a new artist and listen to original music. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, like I don't really know who this person is. So I'm starting to realize a good growth thing and a really good way to showcase our skills and our talent is to cover songs that are already popular and people already like. And so we can really feed into that and really show people who you are without being like, here's a whole original thing. Like, here you go. So that's something that we're going to be doing a lot more of this year, as well as I'm going to be remixing some of my songs that already exist, making them better because some of the ideas were good, but I just never really finished it really well. The second thing we're going to be doing more of is a lot more film. I am forcing myself to put myself out there more because I enjoy it, but of course, there's always the fear of judgment, the fear of whatever. But I'm starting to realize that I don't care. So I'm starting to put out videos like this, even though they're very simple and pretty short. They're basically just exercises for me to talk, to put my idea on a medium that's not musical, and to also just put myself out there a little bit more and to keep in practice of that consistently. And speaking of the film and media part, I also been posting a ton on Instagram this last like end of this last 2025. But basically, I will be kind of being more consistent with it. A couple goofy reels here and there during the week, but also serious stuff. We have like vlogs and documentary kind of stuff that we want to show just for fun. Like it's just fun to like make those kinds of videos. And so we have a lot of trips and studio sessions that we are spending a lot of time recording and editing and chopping down to really just put ourselves out there more. So for people who watch my stuff at all, that's just kind of like the main bulk of the things. But there's always a huge open door for anything else, live streams, podcasts, like all these different things that I've just always wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to have a podcast. I don't know if it'll come this year. Who knows? But there's all these different things I love to do, and it's really up to God. And that leads me into the biggest thing that I'm realizing for 2026 in this year is that putting God first in my plans is changing my life. And I think that if I continue to do that, it will change this entire year for the better. I'm really starting to see that when I put God at the forefront of everything I do, that is why things work. And or if they don't work, that is how you grow. When I try to do something myself, completely white knuckle it myself, it never works out. And I'm starting to realize that without God at the forefront of my life, none of this matters. Literally. This is truly what I think God wants me to do and how He wants me to use my skills and talents. And let's say it's not. Then I'm just discovering that and I will do whatever God wants me to do in that realm. And so I'm starting to have a lot more peace and joy coming into this year knowing that. And I think that's something that a lot of people can hear and might want to hear. And it's a good thing to hear because when you're trying to do everything yourself, it never works. Or it'll work for a little bit of time and just crash and burn, just like me. I'm going to do this all myself. God, here I go. Never works. So that's something coming into 2026 you can expect just in general. This is just really exciting for me. New Year's really exciting. I'm not a guy for New Year's resolutions, but this feels different this year for me. I feel like I've started on the right foot for once. I feel like I've really changed the core pillar of my life, which matters most, and that is the trust and faith that I have in God. And that is literally the only reason why anything will ever be successful if it is. And if it's not, then we learn from it and we go to the next thing that he wants us to do. But really, that is the truth. So I'll see you guys soon because I'm putting out a mini documentary soon, just on the beginning of this year. A bunch of cool behind the scenes footage and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. You really are like the top 1% of